There were people, officials, who said, हम आपको handicap advantage नहीं दे सकते. I mean, what? Are we running like a special needs dance show? I think I was just going through with life, enjoying, hating it. I have realized I deserve to be happy. Used to be an idiot, blame. I've realized ताली तो एक हाथ से बजती नहीं. I've also realized how I used to project my insecurities and my childhood traumas on them.
Eijaz, you have been a heartthrob on television. You dabbled with films, you dabbled on web. You have done it all. Yet somehow I feel that there's a story which people don't know. There's a struggle which people don't know. Today we are going to discuss and little delve into those areas as well, because I want people to know what has been the kind of struggle that you have endured in order to be where you are today.
Sandeep Swami, he offered me Kulvadu that didn't happen in Balaji. Ekta signed me on in 5 minutes when I entered Balaji. Ekta signed me on for a 3 exclusive contract. The next day I got a call for Kahin To Hoga to play Varun. I learned so much in that show. That happened. Kahin To Hoga happened. Then they kind of saw that I could deliver lines in 6 months, and I wasn't only shaking my head and talking. So Poonam Joshi was opposite Kahin To Hoga, opposite me in Kahin To Hoga. Apparently the first thing that she said when she saw me was, "Oh F, my career is over." When she saw me acting, she thought, "ये तो मुझे लेके डूबेगा." So she, Shabbir, they used to have bets. ये देख अभी फपलाएगा, अभी उसकी हिंदी खराब होगी. देख अभी grammatical error करेगा. यार मुझे grammatical errors अभी भी मुझसे होते हैं, क्योंकि unfortunately हम बच्चों ने हिंदी बोली नहीं. तो मैं ऐसे डरा हुआ रहता था, यार मैं ठीक बोल रहा हूँ, और मैं चलते चलते रुक जाता था लाइन बोलने के लिए, फिर वापस बोलने लगता था. So that and you know what I did? I would Nivedita was a close friend then. I mean, she became a friend and she's a very close friend now. So I used to go on the edit. I used to sit behind Vicky Ji. Vicky Ji was the editor, and I used to keep seeing कि 3-4 घंटे ये शॉट यहाँ से क्यों लगाया है, इसने ऐसे एक्टिंग क्यों की, इसने ऐसे ऊपर देख के एक्टिंग क्यों की. So I learned a lot. I learned there. So वो चलता गया. कोई दिल में है मिला, कोई दिल में है did well after I entered. खुदा का शुक्र है उसमें. Then Kesar happened. Sandeep Sikar actually was playing my father-in-law in Kesar. Then he was also an actor. That show was also very eventful. बहुत झगड़े होते थे. नंदिनी जी थी.
Off camera though about those fights.
नंदिनी थी, निखिल था, बहुत होते थे. So then they gave me Kusum also. So at one point I was doing 3 shows. I had a personal vanity van which used to follow me home and come back. I used to have one EP who used to take me home. I used to sleep for 3 hours. He used to be waiting for me. He used to wake me up, take me back on the set. There was another EP that would be already on the set, saying that उसको 3 घंटे में छोड़ो, हमारा शूट उधर बाकी है.
Wow.
हॉस्पिटल से आया हूँ, सिरिंज ये ड्रिप लगा के खड़े रह के शॉट दिया हूँ. But thank God, thank you Ekta, thank you all the lords and gods in the world that I got all those chances. Nobody forced me and beat me with a whip कि तुम्हें ये करना पड़ेगा. 70 घंटे शूटिंग करनी पड़ेगी. I did by my choice. और क्योंकि मैंने वो किया है, मैं आज कुछ भी कर सकता हूँ. I was told कल से आप काव्यांजलि करोगे, आप कहीं तो होगा में रिप्लेस हो जाओगे, कुछ में मारे जाओगे, कोई दिल में खत्म हो रहा है, और ओवरनाइट. बस ओवरनाइट आई डिड काव्यांजलि. कभी सोचने का मौका नहीं मिला उधर कि यार मैं करियर मूव कर रहा हूँ, क्या होने वाला है क्या नहीं. आई वाज जस्ट थैंकफुल दैट आई हैड वर्क एंड आई वाज सो दैट्स हाउ काव्यांजलि हैपेंड. एंड yeah, changed my life. How it changed my life was all of a sudden I was Kavya. All of a sudden the whole world knew me. But thankfully it didn't go to my head then. because there was no social media then. There was nothing like that. But yeah, some other things went to my head. It shouldn't have happened. You know, that should happen. So that's how Kkavyanjali happened. Not a lot of struggle. काम मिलने के बाद भी बहुत struggle हुआ. But thank God for that. I wouldn't have it any other way.
But tell me, after such a stupendous career on television, to come back, you know what? लोग कहते हैं हमेशा जब भी आप जंप कर रहे हो या फिर if you're even trying to do something different, wherein you decided to take up more film offers and everything, I'm sure there must be a close bunch of people who would tell you maybe this is not the right move because you're doing exceedingly well on television and you know probably criticized you for even काफी लोग तो ये सब बोल देते हैं कि अरे तेरा करियर खत्म है अगर तूने वो किया तो अगर तूने ये छोड़ दिया तो did you ever have to face all those kind of judgments as well? If yes, how did you overcome that?
I think we were pioneers in this to jump from television to films. It was unheard of.
Yeah.
I got a 3-film contract with PNC. At that time, television actors were not accepted in films. Period. There was a glass ceiling. हमें acting आती है नहीं आती है फर्क नहीं पड़ता. Rongita, she believed in me. She made Mirabai not out. Dharmesh Darshan ji, he's an award-winning director. Man. He's an institution. He made Bhaura with me as a title lead. But यार, आज की तारीख में आप इतनी बड़े वर्ड्स यूज करते हो फिल्म इंडस्ट्री के लिए, तब तो हमने सोचा भी नहीं. तब हमें खुशी थी कि हमें मौका मिल रहा है करने का. बहुत बुरा लगा अनफॉर्चुनेटली जब कुछ फिल्म्स रिलीज नहीं हुई. कुछ तो मैं लक को ब्लेम करता हूँ. व्हेन मीराबाई नॉट आउट वाज अ स्वीट स्लाइस ऑफ लाइफ film. Even if you see it right now, I think it's on one of the platforms. Mandira did such an amazing job. I think I did a decent job. But it released during the Taj attack weekend. So here the government was giving us messages that stay away from cinema halls and हमारी film release हुई. तो भाई ये है लोग बाकी सब खा सकते हैं लेकिन ये नहीं खा सकती दुनिया. अपना नसीब नहीं खा सकता. So yeah, you take it in your stride. I didn't at that time. It didn't hurt me that much. We didn't even know what depression was. We didn't even know how to deal with such things. We just put our nose to the grind and kept on moving forward. I took a break for a few years. When I realized films are not happening, I came back to television. I did some dance shows, etc. So I came back to television. I think I did Bhaskar Bharati. And during that time, luckily, Tanu Vs Manu happened.
Yeah.
So, हाँ फिल्में नहीं हुई, फिल्में नहीं चली, फिल्में रिलीज ही नहीं हुई. Of course, it hurts you because I think अगर आज की तारीख में अगर होती, I would be better equipped, and people would be a little more accepting. तब नहीं था, तब कुछ भी नहीं था. But no qualms about it. I mean, you can dwell on the past only so much.
Yeah, but otherwise, when you made the transition, was something nasty said to you, perhaps?
किसी की हिम्मत नहीं थी यार. अब भी किसी की हिम्मत नहीं. मैं किसी का मोहताज नहीं. हाँ, कुछ लोग ये जरूर बोलते हैं यार उसको कौन हैंडल करेगा. ठीक है सर, आप मुझे मिलिए, देखिए मैं एक हद तक परफेक्शनिस्ट हूँ. मुझे अगर लगता है कि मेरी नीयत साफ है और मैं अच्छा काम करने की कोशिश कर रहा हूँ और आप प्रोड्यूसर हैं या आप डायरेक्टर हैं और आपके किसी भी कहीं से भी मुझे मेरे 100% देने का मौका नहीं मिल रहा है तो ऑफ कोर्स मैं आपको कहूंगा. क्यों नहीं कहूंगा? वुडंट यू वांट दैट? मैं तो पहले आके आपसे ये पूछता हूँ कि सर आपको अच्छा क्या नहीं लगा मेरे एक्टिंग में, आपको मेरे अप्रोच में अच्छा क्या नहीं लगा, लेट मी करेक्ट इट, डू मी अ फेवर, गिव मी क्रिटिसिज्म सो आई कैन करेक्ट इट. अब भी कुछ लोग बोलते हैं यार उसे हैंडल कौन करेगा, बट आई थिंक दैट्स अ गुड थिंग टू डील विद. यू कीप द रिफ्रैफ अवे. बट या आई एम ट्राइंग टू चेंज few perceptions. पता नहीं कुछ लोग बोलते थे यार शायद इसकी बुरी आदतें हैं, क्या है यार. ऐसा तो कुछ नहीं है. लोग बातें बनाने के लिए बातें बनाते हैं और करते हैं. तो इंडस्ट्री में रह के और being under the microscope of public scrutiny, I have realized, regardless of what you do, people will talk. You just have to develop a thick skin, and you have to figure out. You have to change. You have to change your perception prism. You can't keep looking at, oh, usne ye bola, usne ye bola. You cannot please everyone. Period. What you can do is please yourself, take care of the people that you love, keep your clique small. That's it. You'll be happy. बोलते हैं लोग, अभी भी बोलते हैं, लेकिन मुझे अब फर्क नहीं पड़ता, थोड़ा भी.
You know, but you have, I mean, ये सारे struggles तो अपने अलग ही होते हैं, but you have also gone through the physical struggle part of it, wherein you have sustained so many injuries to get, you know, get back on your feet after all that is very challenging, I would say.
That was, man. I think the most challenging was in 2000 and when I was shooting for Sohail Bhai's film, मैंने तेरे दोस्त छोड़िया, I broke the shoulder twice, पूरी ruptured through. And at that time we didn't have access to the internet per se, and a lot of knowledge that you have right now on Google. What is going to happen? You get 10 PhD pages. So there was a time where my brother and my father were sitting right next to me. I wasn't on talking terms with my father. Imagine, I was such an idiot then. I thought that मेरे को ad films मिल गए, music videos मिल गए, मैं बहुत teenage angst बहुत है. I'm going to live my life on my own terms. I'm not going to listen to my dad. But my father visited me post my surgery. My surgery didn't really go off well. I think it was supposed to happen in an hour and a half. It took 6 hours. Didn't get reset properly. And okay, again, 16 days after the surgery, I fell on my shoulder. Bang! I fell on my shoulder like that. Again, my shoulder got injured. And for a year and a half, my shoulder was like this. Polio का हाथ जैसे हो जाता है मेरा वैसे. Surprisingly, I never lost hope. मुझे लगा ही नहीं कि मैं वापस ठीक नहीं हो जाऊंगा. Not for one bloody minute. I don't know how I was then. अब मतलब in the recent past, there has been a lot of self-doubt, or self-introspection, breaking of all these pillars of my beliefs. At that time, life was very simple, I feel. भाई ये इंजरी है, ये प्रॉब्लम है. इसका सोल्यूशन क्या है? आपको इंजरी को रिपेयर करना पड़ेगा, पेरिफेरल मसल्स को स्ट्रॉन्ग करनी पड़ेगी. ये आप कैसे करोगे? आप डाइट से करोगे, एक्सरसाइज से करोगे, रिहैबिलिटेशन से करोगे. बहुत सिंपल. तो मैं बांद्रा में पाली नाका पे ड्रैगर हाउस में एक बहुत छोटे से टेरेस के कमरे पे रहता था. I used to pay 5,000 rupees a month rent. I could afford only that much. उसके साथ टेरेस में एक पुली थी और एक बेंच था, which the Catholic family downstairs used to come and use. So I had that small dial-up computer. I got in touch with some of the coaches of the New Zealand rugby teams, where they said how mytic sutures are repaired and how in 6 months the athletes come back stronger than ever. So I found how they go for therapy, what they do. So वो पुली पे रस्सी से ऐसे हाथ बांधता था मैं इधर, रस्सी को पुली के ऊपर से डालता था और खींचता था ऐसे. This was stuck and I would cry in pain. I would scream and I would keep pulling and फिर इधर से खुलता था. Then I had to crawl on the wall like that. I had to hang my hand like that. So it took me a year and a half to come back. He gave me a diet and I never lost hope in anything, man. It was, I don't know. I loved myself then. I was so bloody, I was kick-ass then. I had a bike. I couldn't ride my bike. I used to take a train. I used to go there. Anyway, I came back stronger than ever. So what that injury taught me, the first bloody injury, is you can come back from anything much stronger if you make up this mind, if you exercise this bloody muscle. So उसके बाद जो भी injuries होने लगी, oh, a piece of cake. All you have to do is, even when you have to do a push-up or you have to do a shoulder press, my shoulder isn't working. Mainly my brain is working. My brain is taking care of my shoulder. It's keeping it in the socket. It is telling me, इसके ऊपर मत उठाओ. So you just have to be strong here. So injuries have happened. I have repaired them. Injuries have happened. I have repaired them. That's life. You come back stronger, right?
Yeah.
So,
but you know, when these injuries happened, tell me, there was obviously work से sabbatical हो गया था, and it was not like you willingly took that. It was in ways forced by your body, right? Was it difficult to come back after that? Because there's a perception that he'll be restricted to a certain things, because obviously you can only move till your body allows, because you were still recovering in that phase. Did you also face all of that rejections perhaps because of the injuries that you have endured? Was it difficult?
It's not rejection, but there is an educated limitation. So it is not like I am going to leap up, land on my right hand, take a tumble and come back. I'm not going to do that. So to counter this, yes, there has been. There has been okay, I'll tell you. So this injury happened. I was supposed to do a dance reality show, Jhalak Dikhla Ja.
Yeah.
So in that, 3 days before the main launch, I was doing a lift with a girl like this, an assistant, a sweet little girl. She left her core because something poked her or something. So as soon as she left her core, this finger dislocated, she fell on my shoulder, and this shoulder dislocated. This came down. And I fell down and I fainted. And I was just focusing, Eijaz, breathe. Don't stop breathing. Just keep breathing. Everything will be fine. And I pushed my shoulder back. And I am a dancer. So for a dancer, चलो right shoulder चली गई है, 10-15 साल पहले हो गए, अब left चली गई है. There were people, officials, who said, हम आपको handicap advantage नहीं दे सकते. I mean, what? Are we running like a special needs dance show? And that bloody hurt, yeah. It happened during your thing. It did happen because of my mistake. I've been a dancer for 25 years. Nothing like that has happened till now. How will it happen? I did feel bad. But what I did was, I found out the best nutrition science, body science, weight training expert, Mr. Eijaz Khan. I googled, I searched. In 15 days, I got in touch with him. I told him, sir, so and so is the case. He's still a good friend. I just spoke with him this morning. He told me, "Okay, just now, let's talk about this." He gave me every information I needed, backed up with scientific facts. So I went on a diet which ate up the scar tissue. He put me onto Dr. Sanjay Desai, who operated on Shahruk's shoulder. So I went over there. I went for the surgery. Uske baad, I had the best bloody physique ever I had. So even in that injury, I see a silver lining. I met Mr. Kkavyanjali. I made an amazing set of friends who are my set of friends forever. But यार तुमने अभी याद दिला दिया मुझे वो चीज, और अभी मुझे बुरा लग रहा है यार. हाँ, कुछ लोगों ने कहा था वैसे. I don't dwell on it.
No. Of course,
I don't remember such things.
Sad about it. It just shows how much your perseverance was, that you still came back from whatever you heard, and it's.
I am back. I am back. मैं आपको एक मैं अभी मेरे इधर कोने में मेरे थोड़ा बेंच वेंच डाला हूँ, and I just took a picture. I'll share it with you later. You see how I have a non-alcoholic fatty liver apparently. I don't know why. So I'm dealing with it, but I have to work out. So I'm working out and I'm working on it. So I stretched my shoulder and I took a picture just to make sure my shoulders are in. I'll share it with you later.
Yeah. Now tell me, Eijaz, I think it's been really long that people have spoken to you about your. How has the love life been for you? What is happening there? You have to tell us a bit there as well.
Wow.
Quite a few heartbreaks, of course, and then many things have happened. कैसे रहा है आपके लिए?
Heartbreaks is too strong a word. Many lessons. Primarily, I used to be an idiot. Blame some beautiful people who came into my life. Blame them. I have realized ताली तो एक हाथ से बजती नहीं. I have also realized कि how I used to project my insecurities and my childhood traumas on them. How my basic nature is to play this passive-aggressive, stupid games. Sorry, I used that term. How I wasn't equipped for a relationship. There are a few things that my comfort zone ends up in a crisis cycle. I end up having that pattern again and again, and unfortunately these beautiful people who've come into my life, I've superimposed this pattern on them. They have got confused, I have got confused, what is going on? We've parted ways, sometimes amicably, sometimes traumatically.
Yeah.
But all of them are happy. They're settled with a beautiful life. They're settled with beautiful partners. It is in very poor taste for me to have any opinion about them. I can only speak about me. So what has happened with my love life? I screwed it a little more. Actually. But the best part is, right now, I have realized how I could have repaired those relationships. The only way was to repair my relationship with myself.
Yeah.
And that is an ongoing process. And that is happening. And that has happened to a certain extent. Wow. It is a paradigm shift in my vision and in how I feel about myself. I think I was just going through with life, enjoying hating it. I have realized I deserve to be happy. And मुझे अपने हिस्से की खुशी अब चाहिए. I deserve it, I will get it, and I will keep working for it.
Yeah.
I have started loving myself. I've started respecting myself a lot. I pat myself on the back. I tell myself before sleeping, Eijaz, I'm going to take care of you. I have got a beautiful relationship with the universe, our God, spirit, whatever you might call it. It's still the same. I talk to him. There is exchange of energies. I feel stupid and weird sometimes when I'm talking to the walls, but
I get it, yeah.
But I'm putting things out in the universe, and the universe is doing things for me. And it is amazing. And inshallah, if it has to happen, it'll happen. If it's not supposed to happen, it won't happen. भाई कुछ load नहीं है. कुछ you have to be whole in yourself. कोई आपकी जिंदगी में आके vacuum भरने वाला नहीं है. She has to be happy. I have to be happy. We have to align our paths together, and we have to give each other happiness. First, take care of ourselves. So that process is on. जब हो जाएगा तो आगे भी किसी को जिंदगी में लाने का देख लेंगे.
I think it's the best form of love is self-love, and that even I have got to learn. Eventually, it's been a process for me as well, but I think that's the best form of love. It's better that you love yourself first, because then probably you love everything around you. But thank you so much, Eijaz, for talking to us. It was amazing talking to you, and I really look forward to watching you in many more projects, interesting projects, because that is what we expect.
Thank you so much.